The Starbucks Race Together campaign was a well-meaning but not very well thought out plan in which Starbucks wanted their employees to have an open discussion about race with their customers. On its face, you could immediately see why that's an awkward proposition, forcing your employees to have a conversation that might be very uncomfortable with the customer, and one which the customer may very well not want to have. At the time, there were a lot of articles that made just this point. So instead, I want to focus on what I think Starbucks fundamentally misunderstood about its place in the year 2015. And I'm kind of curious if they know what their place is in the year 2020. Coffee shops used to be seen as a social environment, a place where people would come together and talk and have conversation before going to work. A hub of conversation and ideas. And I think that Starbucks earnestly wanted to revive that. And the only way that, or at least the only way they thought they could do that, was by having their employees start the conversation. But that fundamentally misses why coffee shops used to be a place of conversation. People didn't go to coffee shops because they were selling conversation. People went to coffee shops because they were selling coffee. It was the people there who chose to talk about the issues of the day, that chose to pick up the newspaper and talk to the people sitting next to them. And unfortunately, we just don't interact like that anymore. And so instead of asking customers to come to their level, to come and talk at the coffee shops, I think that if they really wanted to make a difference, they needed to find some way to go to the customers. They needed to go to social media, like really go to social media, and try to find some way to start the conversation there. But putting your employees in a precarious position about something that they themselves might not feel very comfortable talking about is not appropriate. A lot of the examples that I saw from my peers were offensive to the people receiving the message. But the most unfortunate part about the Race Together campaign is that its worst victims were actually the people who were intended to deliver the message. Your regular everyday baristas who just wanted to have a normal day at work. When the people who are supposed to deliver your message don't want to do it, it means you've done something especially wrong.